Hello, I'm Russell. I'm the host of the Trews. The Trews is a true news channel. If you want to subscribe to it, click there. Then we have more power if you do that. I don't know how, I don't fully understand it, but we do. Here are the comments on the Barclays edition, because we reported on the Trews about how certain companies invest or participate economically with organisations that benefit from the conflict in Gaza. Rob Kling says, has this clown, he means me I think, has this clown ever mentioned Syria or ISIS? What is this obsession with Gaza? I'm not obsessed with it, I'm just like reporting on it because it's interesting. And I have mentioned Syria, I think, we did loads of stories on that. So no, I'm not obsessed with that. If you notice, the corollary is this, when weak people are being oppressed by powerful organisations, that's the corollary. Michaela Edmond, misogynist, ageist and now anti-Semite. It really is time for Russell Brand to die of a heroin overdose. Michaela Edmond, that is vicious. I'm not a misogynist. Well, everyone's on the spectrum, but I don't think I'm at a dangerous point of misogyny. I don't like sort of hate women in any like real way. I mean, I'm sure I've got issues. Ageist, I don't think I am ageist. I used to really love my nan and I like old people, I think. I don't think I'm ageist. What do you mean? What do you want me to do for the elderly that I'm not now doing? Like get the fella who I make the Trews with, Gareth, who is in his early 30s, like replace him with a doddering, oh, I can't work it. Ah, that's the sort of ageism you mean. Well, look, I don't mean any harm, I'm just mucking about. That sort of stuff's in Euripides and 8 comedies of ancient Greece, sort of taking the piss out of the elderly in a bit of a light-hearted way. I don't mean anything, but it's something to work out. And now anti-Semite. I'm not an anti-Semite. I've not got... all the things that we've said regarding Israel is just about military occupation and activity in Gaza. It's not about Judaism or Jewishness. I don't have a negative opinion about any religion in particular. And also, it's not even actually, like, we didn't suggest a boycott. It's not a boycott. A boycott would be don't buy things from Israel. No one said that. What people said is companies like Barclays and the other companies that are listed that benefit financially from the actions in Gaza, you should sign this petition to give them a bit of aggro. I'll tell you what, I've got nothing against the Jewish people. I think that's a really silly claim. What interests me is exploitation. That's what I'm interested in. If a much bigger country started to attack Israel, right, America or Russia, and like Israel were getting really turned over, I'd go, that's really out of order. What's happening to Israel? That country's much more powerful, and it's not on, right? So all I care about is that one's got much more power and is attacking one with less power. That's the only thing I care about, honestly. I've got no business. For me, those kind of prejudices are an idiocy that has no place in the modern world. Sid B. I don't want to pick sides between Israel and Palestine, but I don't like the way that very few people are condemning Hamas. It almost looks as if people think Hamas is the good guy in the situation, probably simply because they're evidently the underdog. I've not thought about it that much because I don't see what power they've got. If there's any big companies that are providing Hamas with weapons, I condemn them as well. Violent people are violent people, and I condemn all violent people. So, if that, you know, I'm condemn any violent people. I'm against violence. Matt Anon. Russell Brand sounds like an advert for ISIS. Why not try ISIS, a renegade group of extremists carrying out murders in Iraq? I'm not. I think it's bad to be in ISIS. But what am I advertising? Their clothes or their services? No, I don't think that any... Non-violence. How many more times, Matt Anon? Formula 07. Wars are a mutual exchange of violence. If one is to boycott specific companies who have continued to aid, trade and invest in the violence regarding Gaza, to avoid hypocrisy, one must also boycott companies dealing with Qatar, who is Hamas's main patron. This would include boycotting real estate, commodities and infrastructure businesses. Yeah, you're probably right. Do some research for us and boycott anyone who supports violence everywhere. Okay, that concludes our Trews on the complex issue of petitioning against European corporations that invest in the violence in Gaza. Not boycotting Israel. Don't oversimplify things, life's too complicated.
Nose is a tool that is abused to fool you and to leave you scared and confused. Trews is like the news. If the news was true, I want some Trews. Let's have some Trews.